of Ugandans. Let's have a look at this story.
Very much officially launched the micro and small enterprises.
The Ugandan economy is emerging from devastating impact of COVID-19 health pandemic, but prospects for growth are undermined by increasing pressure on its natural resources, and that's according to the latest World Bank economic analysis for the country. MasterCard Foundation and Financial Sector Deepening have therefore launched a new fund to revive 50,000 micro and small enterprises in Uganda. According to reports, the $20 million, which is approximately 70 billion fund, will shorten the recovery process of youth and women-owned business that do employ and sustain the livelihood of millions of Ugandans. The fund is non-discriminatory and will directly secure 100,000 at-risk jobs while enabling 150,000 additional opportunities for dignified and fulfilling work for young people.
It's a fund that seeks to support micro and small businesses, especially those businesses that are women-owned or women-led, that are youth-owned or youth-led, be able to recover from the effects of the pandemic. And this fund seeks to provide liquidity to Tier 3, that is micro deposit taking institutions, and Tier 4 financial institutions, which include money lenders, non-bank microfinance institutions, as well as SACCOs.
In this, medium and small enterprises will receive credit worth between Uganda shillings 100,000 and 10 million, which will be delivered through participating microfinance institutions and SACCOs. In addition to supporting SMEs, the fund will build resilience of grassroots financial service provider by digitizing workflow process and strengthening the capacity to attract more long-term institutional capital to address shocks and ensure the sustainability of systematic growth.
Seek to provide liquidity to these financial institutions that usually serve the target group I've talked about with concessional funding with not more than 2.5% per annum. The goal of providing concessional funding is for this institution to be able to provide affordable capital to these micro and small businesses so that they can be able to recover from the pandemic. So this fund hopes to run for 5 years, and the MasterCard Foundation has set aside a total of $20 million or approximately 70 billion Uganda shillings that is going to be lent out to these businesses over that period.
Recognized based on FinScope data on financial inclusion indicators that women and young people are often excluded and don't get access to finance. Women and young people typically lack collateral, especially immovable collateral like land or property against which loans are given. Through this facility, we're targeting very micro loans where one person shops or 2 or 3 people employed dukas can actually get access. They are getting access through microfinance institutions like Tier 3 and Tier 4, and including SACCOs, who understand how to give loans to these small businesses, especially women and youth, because that is their target segment. They don't often need immovable collateral. They have different models of reaching these women and youth. And our hope through this partnership is to enable 100,000 jobs that are at risk to be reaffirmed, to continue to earn the income that they earned in 2019 and support 50,000 businesses at the end of 5 years.
The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Ramadhan Ngobi, notes that the country can't be developed with poor people. He therefore underscored the need to have education and financial inclusion strategy for better economic growth.
Thank you very much. We know that there are 2 key proven opportunity equalizers in life. One is education, the other one is financial inclusion. If you want to equalize opportunities amongst people, give them those two things: education and financial inclusion. If people have access to finance at good terms, terms which they can afford, and also people have education, they will always sort out themselves. They will find means to prosper. And government is very committed to this. We have a very well laid out national financial inclusion strategy, which envisions all Ugandans having access and using a broad range of quality and affordable financial services.
This data that we have received from micro and small enterprises that we have surveyed, we surveyed both men and women, and we learned that the average income that their households were taking home was $900,000 in 2019. By 2021, during the pandemic, it dropped by 50%. But when it came to women enterprises, it dropped by 67%. That means they were taking home less money than their male counterparts, because women have challenges like mobility. They're responsible for childcare, and schools were closed for 2 years, so they were bearing additional burden, and hence the focus on helping them oxygenate and come back and perform and serve their households better.
Financial inclusion is the availability and equality of opportunities to access financial services. It is as well a process by which individuals and business can access appropriate, affordable and timely financial products and services, which include banking, loan and insurance products. Pedson Mumbere, Smart 24 TV.